know what's next for our world? How about some masterpiece of the week?
She said list this.
This is where Corey takes over.
Howdy, fellas.
Hey, Joey.
What did
Hey,
Corey say?
shout out to Joey in St. Cloud State
Yeah.
University
Go
for winning
Huskies.
in the Sweet 16. They're now in the regional final trying to win to make the Frozen Four.
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome. I wanted to say congratulations, though, to Corey on his perfect bracket.
Thank you, Joey. I appreciate that.
Welcome.
Not everybody gets to do this, but so far I have.
The Huskies, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, Reggie's still leading the 105.3. I didn't get to fill mine out completely for the station. So
If it ends up being K-State against Houston, Reggie's going to win for sure. 'Cause he's like, those are my guys.
He's the only
Those are
person
my
that would
teams.
pick the K-State.
It is time for Masterpiece of the Week, where we play all the funny clips that happen throughout the weeks on KNC, which we have plenty of good ones.
Breaking news.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
No, this is actually, it's small.
Okay.
The NBA has fined Luka $35,000
Ooh.
for making a money gesture towards referees on Wednesday night.
Maybe he was like, do you know how much this is going to cost me? That's why he just did.
I know how much it's going to cost him. It's going to cost him horse crap calls
That-
in the games.
That is
I
the
don't
bigger
know.
problem.
I just don't know. Real quick, before we get to this, because we got all the time in the world here.
Sorry, Joe.
Oh,
All
my
right.
God.
Luka
Teabag,
Doncic
we're gonna be
hates.
late.
This is very important. Everybody listen to me here. Luka Doncic hates Rick Carlisle. I mean, the way that he treated Rick Carlisle the other day in the Pacers game is like, I hope you die. That's
Oh
how
my
Luka
gosh.
thinks of Rick Carlisle. He's disgusted with him as a human being and can't stand that man. Because why? Because Rick Carlisle treated some of his teammates bad for some practices or for some games, right? Not all the time, but Luka was so disgusted with Rick Carlisle. He's like, you piece of dump, I hope you die, and I never want you to be my coach again.
Oh, my God.
Now, Luka Doncic treats every NBA referee like that for 5 straight years. Luka, if you think Rick Carlisle is a disgusting human being who you never want to see in the NBA, why in the world do you think refs don't think the same of you that you think of Rick Carlisle?
There you go. That's
Somebody
facts.
explain that to him. Can't stand Rick Carlisle, thinks he's a piece of dump. Guess what? Every NBA ref thinks you're a piece of dump, Luka, because of the way you treat them.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
Beat that, Joey.
Yeah, well, since we just got a nice little Mike Bassick rant, how about another?
Baseball
Just
nuggets
relax.
coming up
Done.
next. Should Mike Maddox go out and try to help Jacob DeGrom every inning? Hell no! It's Jacob effing DeGrom. Should he go out there if Jack Leiter gets called up and maybe help him out through the first or second inning? Yes, he should, Jason Kidd. Fartknocker.
Also, we'll give away Rangers tickets next on the fan.
Great tease.
I had no clue that was going to be our first one. This is my theme for the week, Fartknocker.
Also, we'll give away Rangers tickets.
Well, one of the things that we love to do with me, Corey, and Mike is always try to sabotage Kevin. So here's one of those moments.
KNC Masterpiece.
Pretty little thing waiting for the king down in the jungle room. When I was walking in Memphis, I was walking with my feet 10 feet off a bill.
What does that even mean?
And are we sure he just said the right
He
thing?
said feet and feet off a Beal.
Okay.
That's
Walking
the
in
beginning
Memphis.
of a segment.
I was coming back
oh
right
my
out of a
gosh.
break. I learned what it meant, by the way, so I really appreciate everybody working with me on that one. There's a street called Beale Street, Kevin. That's what he's talking
Yes.
about.
Cool street.
In Memphis. And I've been on that street. I
know-
still had no clue what he was talking about.
And
Beal
I sang the
is
right
also a
words. I
wrestling
usually
move.
don't, but those were the right words.
Okay.
I listened to that song this morning, and I've sang it multiple times here at Loop 9 in Grand Prairie.
I just think of all the variations I've heard of you singing that one Chili Pepper song, and it's just not. Or what was the song you came in the morning of Peace-a-thon that you sang so wrong so many times? It was hilarious.
Was it Hall & Oates, maybe? Or
I
something
think
like
it
that?
was.
Yeah.
Back to you, Joey.
This seems pretty appropriate since you guys are out shoving your faces full of barbecue.
It's amazing. I'm like, at some point, there can only be so much in your mouth. But they're able to just get, and then I guess
Yeah, you're right.
that's the way that it goes.
I think
What was the end
that
of
was the
that?
moment where Mike realized what he said, and he was like, "Oh crap! How do I get out
Hold
of
on.
this one?"
Play that one more time, and let's see if everyone can pinpoint where he's like, oh, no.
It's amazing. I'm like, at some point, there can only be so much in your mouth. But they're able to just get, and then I guess
Yeah, you're right.
that's the way that it goes.
That's the way that it goes.
Oh, this one is great. Remember Kevin had trouble saying this one word?
That was the game-winning call.
That was not Mexico's game-winning call.
That they would have been much sadder because they lost. That was Japan's game? That was the network from Japanese. Damn it!
Keep going.
That was a really good call.
Yeah. So they're from Japan.
That was the
And they won.
Japanese network broadcast. Is what we were shooting.
I don't
for.
know why those words kept switching around in my head. And they're like, no, you should say this first.
You screwed up big time there.
I did. I'm dumb.
That's the opposite of dyslexia, right? Like that's
Yeah.
the whole word just went.
My brain was like, I'm dumb.
Prolexia.
Yeah.
Anti-Lexia?
Did it take Joey like 3 seconds to get that joke? And he's like, that's funny.
It's the opposite.
This phrase could probably be said a lot more on the show.
Do you guys know we're still on air?
Y'all were having this weird conversation. We were like 2 minutes past when we're supposed to break. And y'all are talking about, I don't even remember.
877-881-1053. Whenever we don't realize we're still on air, is that y'all's favorite part of the show? Or do you think, you know what, you guys need to focus a little more and stop getting so distracted? 877-881-1053. I'm just testing out the
Yeah.
world. I just want to
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
What's your favorite part of the
it.
show?
Yeah.
Is it whenever we're focused or
Yeah.
distracted?
I think I know
What
how
makes
that
you
should
listen
go
more?
down.
It just matters.
What does that mean?
Well,
The KNC masterpiece. It
right
just means
now-
more.
We got a
Just matters.
basketball team that is floating in,
Stop
what.
it. I know.
Hockey's hockey. It's great. It's the
The
best.
Stars won.
We're a month away from the NFL draft, and we are, I think, 6 days away.
It's 6. Back to you, Joey.
One more here from Mike. And this was about a water slide.
But I've been on whatever it's called. I call it the Jimmy Fly Snooker.
What?
But I know that it's not it. What is the one called that kind
Geronimo?
of
Bombay? The Geronimo?
Whatever it's called. For some reason, I've always called it the Jimmy Fly Snooker.
We knew what's really sad is we knew what he was talking about immediately. We didn't go to the bonsai, we didn't go to the body flumes. We immediately went to the Geronimo. We knew exactly what he was
The
saying.
Jimmy Fly Snuka. From the 469, distracted is the best. From the 214, when y'all fight is the best. I don't like this from the
don't fight.
903 because the other day we got like 8,000 of these texts. Y'all pestering Kevin is very much enjoyable. From the 817, you need to tighten it up. Ha. And from the 214, I just need a good balance of focused and not. And then from the 817, the show is so off the rails that I'm so not sure if anyone knows when it is on or off the rails. That's when I get
Bingo.
mad. I like the KNC masterpiece. Either it just matters, or do you know we're still on the air right now?
And Kevin, you want this show to be four wheels on the track.
I
and Mike
would
and I kind of like it whenever
like
it's
it.
balancing back and forth between one wheel. It's going the front right, then the back
Yeah.
left, the front right, and the back left, and I don't know, like that's kind of where we like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might get mad at something. I might be excited
And
about
totally
something.
not do baseball nuggets to talk about a spare player from the Thunder versus John
Yeah.
Green. I remember that. And you're like, you know what? I'm not doing baseball nuggets because I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I don't care anymore. You guys know when I don't care anymore. I make it very clear.
I'm going to vote for Kevin Can't Say Japan.
That was
Play it again.
That was the game-winning call.
That was not Mexico's game-winning call.
That they would have been much sadder because they lost. That was Japan's game? That was the network from Japanese. Damn it!
Keep going.
That was really
Was
good
it
call.
you?
Keep going.
who said
From
keep
Japan.
going?
That was the
They
Japanese network broadcast.
It took
is what
4 times for me to get that right.
Battle your way through it. You'll be okay.
I'm gonna vote for
I think
Mike.
you had it right the first time, and then you stopped.
I know, because I was still thinking about you. Go, that wasn't the Mexico call, and I think that threw me so off. That was you. You tilted the track, and I just could not fathom that we were off the track.
Keep going.
Keep going.
All right, you
this,
know
buddy.
what? I'm going for Fartknocker Jason Kidd. I got to
Okay.
watch that guy try to coach basketball another year.
I'm gonna vote for Mike and what that mouth do. You remember that?
It's about the guy who
Corey.
eats all the meats.
I'm going with
Beard Meats Food on YouTube.
Because it's been with us since we were at the Super Bowl. I'm going with Walking in Memphis.
All right.
I
We have a tie.
Oh my gosh, we need to put it on Twitter and have a vote off, right?
Let's do
Or
this
let
segment
DJ
over.
vote from the 682. Y'all are like a truck that has some extra wheels, and sometimes it follows the rules, and then other times it goes wherever the F you want. And then 682, Kevin sigh when the crew talks about something that is completely off topic.
Like me going off on Luca before Masterpiece of the Week.
Yeah.
But doesn't it make sense?
It
Doesn't that make
does.
sense? Like, the way you hate Rick Carlisle is the exact same way all the refs hate you, because you treat refs the way that you felt Rick
No.
Carlisle treated your teammates.
I hear you, Mike. I'm not against you on this.
Well, how
Feels
come
like you
somebody
are.
can't get through to the 24-year-old man?
I don't know.
Call Luca and tell him, Kevin.
Why do they have adults and call them bat boys
It's
and bat
just tough.
girls? I don't know.
Listen, guys, stop distracting me. I'm watching a game. And that's our head coach.
We're the KNC Masterpiece.
That's it for
Right.
Masterpiece of the Week.
Yeah, thanks
Thanks,
a lot,
man.
Joey. You really helped steady the ship there.
Appreciate
All right,
it.
coming up next.
Commercials.